In the same way that Maslow has a hierarchy of needs, governments and societies also have a mirrored hierarchy of needs. For an individual, the basic idea is if you don't meet this top level stuff, you can't have the next level stuff. If you can't have the next level stuff, you can't have the stuff below it. The same applies to governments and societies, and they crumble when you do these things in the wrong order. So, as a refresher, for an individual, things like food, water, air, shelter, sleep, and clothing are much more important than things like creativity, morality, and purpose in terms of which one should you get first. So, as a review, you have your physiological needs, your safety needs, your community needs, your self-esteem needs, and your actualization needs. Some people might argue that some of these things are out of order, but the general idea makes sense. When a society does these things in the wrong order, or invests a lot of money down here, but not a lot of money up here, that's when you get societal problems. So, examples of government and society, they have two main tools. They have laws and they have social programs. Yes, I know that my handwriting is terrible. For physiological needs, for things like food, water, and air, we have things like quality standards and regulations that prevent people from polluting the world. For things like shelter, we have property and zoning laws, and we also have programs like HUD that help poor people have shelter. For things like sleep and clothing, we have noise and curfew laws, and we also have indecent exposure laws, as well as charities that give people clothing. For safety, we have military, police, fire, prison, and healthcare. For community, we have things like marriage, schools, and public forums. For things like self-esteem, we have things like civil rights and titles and certifications like doctor and lawyer. And for actualization things, we have things like public funded research, public codes of conduct, and public art.